Hello folks, in this video I'm going to demonstrate the Watch Pedal Magic Block on a beautiful old pocket watch that's kind of uh, tired and needs some good polish, but I don't want to put it on a wheel because the wheel takes too much metal off. And it really does, it takes away any kind of relief, any kind of edge. Whereas the Magic Block is such a soft, kind method of polishing. So I'm gonna try to demonstrate this for you. Now the first thing I want to do is I'm going to pause the video, and I'm going to take this watch apart and take the movement out, and so that I can get to the case. And I can show you each piece as I am polishing it. Okay, so we'll be right back. So here is the actual pocket watch. This is a beautiful 1890 pocket watch. I'm not going to take it out of the bezel, because this, for the benefit of just cleaning, I'll do that on my own. But I did take off the back and the front bezels, so that I can demonstrate the power of the Magic Block. Now the first thing I want to do is I want to wash these a little bit, and in order to wash these, I use a thing called Lavish. Lavish is a wonderful, wonderful foam cleaner that we use here at Watch Pedal. And it is just a beautiful foam that leaves all your jewelry, whether it's metal, whether it's stone, it will not harm anything. It has a beautiful scent to it. And once I do this, and I'll rinse them, they'll come out, and then we'll come back and I'll show you the polishing. Okay, so I've washed the case, the back and the bezel, and they've come up nice. But as you can see, it has quite a bit of scratches on it. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take a Magic Block, and we're going to use the green side, which is, now this one's been used before, but it's still in really good condition. And you might want to do this underwater as well. But just for the display purposes, we're going to do it just like this. This is the one side, which is the green side, which is coarse. And you're going to rub it down, and you're going to take away most scratches. Now, if you have a 100-year-old watch and it's got some deep scratches, they're going to have to stay. Otherwise, you're going to get so thin. Your gold plating or your gold fill is going to be so thin if you take away too much metal. But this is so nice because it just takes, it's very kind, and it takes a little bit off at a time. Now, I'm going to pause this again, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to sit here and do this until I get it very nice, and it's going to be a matte finish. But we want to do the whole cover. Okay, so we'll be right back. Okay, so I polished these, gave them the first rub down. You see, they're a little bit matte, and it's kind of nice because it took away quite a few scratches that were there. Now again, like I said, if the scratches are too deep, don't go after them. Let them stay, because that's part of the charm of the piece. After all, it's 150 years old, the watch. If you see here, some of the pitting on the bezel, that can't be helped. But we're going to leave that, and we're just going to continue on. Now we're going to use the second side, which is this is the number 4 side. This is the 1 side, which is the green. And these two sides are the same grit. So you have plenty of grit to work with. And again, we start hitting that nice and gently all the way around. And with a lot of patience, we just polish them down, because this will give you a second coating. Now I really should have taken the crystal off of this piece, but because I'm just doing this as a sample, as a demo, I don't want to take it apart and have to start gluing the crystal back in. I don't know how well this watch works, but I did want to use it as a sample to show you just how to polish them and the difference that it makes. And the fact that, like I said, this is just such a kind way of doing it. Because if you use a machine, if you use a polishing machine, the polishing machine really takes off a lot of metal. That's the... Also, this happens to be a glass crystal, but if you have a plastic crystal, this will polish it like brand new. Now we're going to do the same thing to this side with the number 2. And we're just going to do this for a while, and I'm going to pause, and I'm going to polish it up, and then we'll be right back. Okay, now that I've polished it with the second side, which again is the gray side. This is the final side, but this is the green is the beginning. And then you could do either one of these sides, and then we'll do the last side. So right now, I'm taking a nice little towel and cleaning it off. And you can see already the marked difference. You can see the reflection of my camera in there. And this is only the second side. We've still got one side more to go. So I've cleaned it off. And I will now take the side where it says watchspittle.com, the magic block. And we're going to take that and begin the same process all over again. So we're going to give this another shine. And again, if you don't need a high shine, you don't have to do this. But, for demonstration purposes, I want to show you this. Now, I just want to say that this watch here that I am wearing, I polished this watch, and it's a stainless steel watch using the magic block. So it's quite versatile, and it does a lot of things around the house. As a matter of fact, I've even done the headlights on my Subaru, and it did them in no time at all. I'll do another video on that soon. But look at the difference, how it's coming up. Look at the reflection of my camera in there now. And this is like I said, this is a 150-year-old watch. It's unfortunate, but the bezel itself has a lot of pitting. But just because it has a lot of pitting doesn't make it a worthless watch, and it doesn't mean that it shouldn't have a nice sheen to it and a good look about it. A little later, I will be taking the movement out of the bezel and doing a polish on the bezel as well. And I'll give you a little insight of how that looks on the video later on. And it doesn't take long. And again, you don't want to take too much material off because you're just making everything thinner. But the advantage on this magic block is that it's very kind. It doesn't take away so much. A polishing wheel really removes a lot of metal, and you don't want that. I think basically we're done here. Give it a nice little wipe. Look at how beautiful that back came out. And the inside is usually very nice, so just with the wash I think is fine. But anyway, we'll be doing a lot more videos on this. And just remember, it's the Magic Block from watchbital.com. Thank you.